Shouldn't have any fear of this search bar. That's what I'm looking for. Top 2 at least.
Again,
your staples may be nearby. More sense than it does to order them online from a warehouse across the continent. So the rising cost of transportation is likely to be permanent. The world we live in other words, cannot last. And that's not necessarily a tragedy. There's nothing wrong with setting down roots somewhere that's smaller. It's not a bad thing to know the man at the grocery store or the ladies at the post office. It's pretty nice, actually. It might even be an improvement over Midtown Manhattan, believe it or not. Healthy societies are not at all like the one we are living in now. They're not impersonal. They don't exist to maintain empires. They exist to serve the human beings who live within them. They elevate their citizens. They don't degrade them. Now, obviously, that's the opposite of the system we currently have. The good news is the system we currently have cannot last. It's too perverse. It's too disconnected from the natural world. So it will end. And as it does end, as we think about how we want to live going forward, it's worth remembering that other people, in the end, are all that matters. Your relationships are the sum of your life. Those relationships start with your family. They move outward in concentric circles. They include your friends, your neighbors, and the people you work beside. This is your actual community. The human beings you know personal, the ones you love, the ones you take responsibility for. And that can never be a very big group.
You would say, given that calculus, who can handle
well,
it?
in case it looks like the tech companies are actually political parties, are really all part of the same political party trying to control American politics. And as outcome, we have confirmation for you tonight. A sitting member of Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene, has been deplatformed, has been censored by the social media companies for telling the truth. She joins us straight ahead to explain what she's doing next.
That would put us roughly here, but maybe here.
So here's something you already know if you live in this country. Millions of Americans who dutifully got the vaccine, good for them, are now finding that they have the coronavirus. Millions. In New York State alone, there have been 500,000 verified, just in New York.
Remember all those concentric
So what does this tell us?
circles,
Probably lots of things. It's not what we expect. It's not what we were promised. It's brand new. Maybe it's not even bad, but it's definitely not what we thought was going to happen. So how is the President of the United States?
Could be time, could be top, could be Lambda Prime.
Responding to this. Well, he was out on the stage today,
Lambda Prime, I got it somewhere in here.
and instead of responding to the new reality right in front of his face, he repeated the same line. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, he said.
We have in hand all the vaccines we need.
Well, again, you don't expect it to be this junk. You expect it to be the millbugs, obviously. You expect that to be my saw program for the Italian saws or the 5-foot gantry saws. A 12-inch blade, they could go up to a 24-inch blade or a 5-foot blade. They'd take a 5-foot blade, talking
Virtually everyone in the country
5
had
feet.
the vaccine,
tall as me.
and
You
they've all
just
got
didn't see her put
COVID.
it on.
So this is the point where he's just lying, or he's
12-inch
so out
blade
that he
in
has no idea.
Italian,
But we looked at the science here,
given
and every available piece of it
The
contradicts
twister
loudly what you
on
just
this
heard.
thing, some
So a recent
time
study in the Netherlands, for
model
example, found that so-called
particle going
secondary
here or
attack
here
rate, that means the
on the
spread of
triple
COVID within
point
the
or
household, is higher in double vaccinated individuals than in the
when the entropy
unvaccinated.
of
That
that
would be pandemic of the
board,
vaccinated,
it tells me I
just for
wasn't
the
in the
record. We're not
correct
attacking anyone. That's the
50-foot
science.
ring in Fermilab.
Meanwhile, in Canada, researchers just concluded, quote, we also observed negative vaccine effectiveness against Omicron among those
Look
who
at this.
received
You're
two
looking
doses
at this
compared
green,
to
this
unvaccinated
telescope, right?
individuals. Oh,
James
wait a
Webb.
second.
Getting out
So if you
here,
didn't get the vaccine, you're
areas,
less likely
deep
to get
field,
the new variant of
scale,
COVID?
distance,
That's
zoom
what the
in.
data are telling us.
What would be a square here, a
But Joe Biden doesn't want to
4x4,
deal
and
with reality because it
or
wouldn't give him
a
power
1x1,
to fire
2x2, 4,
So instead, he
3x3,
kept on
4x4.
spreading lies, what we call
Well, I'll leave 0,
misinformation.
I'll leave 1.
At one point, he told us that unvaccinated children are at risk of getting seriously ill, maybe of dying from
I'll leave 0, I'll
COVID.
leave 1. We wanted to put it here for, let's say I put a line here and made this a cube. It said the shadow of this, put one here, one here. The fractal on this is
Are going to a way to protect them.
a bit different.
If you're vaccinated, get
Get out of my own way here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to hand our kids over to that guy.
Again,
Who's either
there's,
completely lying.
we're saying
Everything
within
he
the
said is in
GVE
complete
limits here
and
for the
utter
W
stark
boson
opposition
or
to the
the
data out today,
uh,
or
Boltzmann
he just has no idea. In which case, time to retire. The
Distribution?
fact is, and it's a fact, kids are not at
How would they
risk.
distribute?
According to the CDC, 814,000 people died of the coronavirus by the end of this last year, 2021.
Well, distribution
that number,
doesn't stop anywhere in here. The epicenter itself is quantum mechanics, the school. It is distributed as in the physical observation
So maybe
IH
he's
at the
not lying. Maybe
moment.
he's just so out of it. Why do we think that? Because today he indicated he has no idea what year it is. Watch
It's
him
just
wish
one little
you
electron
a
passing
very
in the
happy
area
2020.
of kind of
There's
that,
a
but in
lot of
here
reason
it's
to be hopeful in 2020.
moving at a different
For God's
operator,
sake,
some limit,
please take
the
advantage of
Goldilocks
what's
zone of
available.
Earth,
Please.
hydrogen.
So we weren't going to play that because it's just
Rings
too
and
depressing, and
circles.
making fun of people who are mentally degrading is cruel, and we never want to be
Well,
cruel.
it's a bit more complicated
we don't
than
wanna
this one.
But here's a guy
Diagram.
who has no control over his own faculties, who has no idea what the facts are, haranguing you,
Important part.
judging you, hurting you, and then trying to take control of your children, not his children. You're going to take fatherhood lessons from Joe Biden? I mean, let's stop lying about it. Really? Joe Biden, how do I raise kids? Tell me. It's ridiculous.
True,
And by
I'll
the
be
way,
good with this, but it
everything
also
he said
tell
was
me
disinformation, but he's still on Twitter.
this.
And that's not the rule we understand.
Angle
Twitter
on
just
that
banned
thing.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene for so-called COVID misinformation. Everything she said was
The
supported
shadow, right?
by federal
Some-
numbers. So what does this mean? It means that a sitting member of Congress has been
Well,
silenced
here,
by a tech
give me.
company. What is the Republican leadership
Just a
doing?
bit of it.
As one of their members, if you want to watch
Most of its
democracy being
fights.
thwarted in real time, this is what it is.
This is
When an adjunct to one
what it
political
is.
party censors
And you
an
would
elected
be
member of another.
upset
and
when
the
you're
Republican
like,
Party's done nothing
I would,
to get Marjorie
well,
Taylor back
Tucker,
on Twitter.
I will sit there
Turns
and drive
out
it, right? Give me
she's still
California
here,
for a day.
though
Just
not
one
on that
day.
particular platform.
Remember, I'll just sit there and let you
Great
drive
to
it.
see
You know what? I just want to learn your
So
coding
I'm sorry, I
tricks.
don't want to pull you into any kind of internecine
At
feud
your desk,
in the
not at
House with
mine.
your colleagues,
It won't work the
leaders
same
of the
way.
Republican Party, but I gotta say,
Buttons.
if they can take down a sitting president,
Compass.
silence him, and now a sitting one of